This way, quickly. How do I reach these kids? How do I show them there's more out there?
I hate her so much.
And that is why modern poetry is written. Done.
You certainly are.
Is that a threat?
Hey, Miss Ames. Sorry we're late.
Not actually, though.
Late again. What's the excuse this time?
I tried ironing my shirt with a hair straightener, and it caught on fire.
Witness.
Putting out a tiny fire wouldn't make you 10 minutes late, would it?
Well, no, it was a really cute shirt, so I cried for like 9 minutes.
I find that hard to believe.
No, it was actually such a good shirt.
Yeah, it had a Jack the Ripper crime scene photo and said, all work is sex work under it.
I meant the crying front of the class. This oral presentation better be good.
It will be.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead when you're ready.
No warm-up or anything?
I don't see why you'd need one. Does public speaking make you nervous, Nicole?
No, there's just a few things higher on that list.
Okay, let's just start.
Go on.
So, me and Nicole have been looking at modern poetry and made one main conclusion.
Yeah, a real big one.
When you really get down to it, any living poet is a whole-ass poser.
And why's that?
Poetry's about the spoken word, about storytelling, right? But movies have stories too.
Yeah, last I checked.
And movies suck when you see the ending coming a mile away. Why should it be different with anything else?
Yeah, and poetry sucks too, because
a writer's life is reflected in their work, and if their life is boring and stupid, how can we expect their work to be any better? We can't.
The poetry's linked to the poet, good.
Most people's lives are boring. Lots of waiting around, lots of doing nothing. But when does it suddenly get interesting? When do people care about you more than any other point in your life?
when you die?
Exactly. Especially when it's unexpected, and especially when it's voluntary.
Like suicide.
And so I noticed a link. Basically, all the best writers kill themselves. Hunter S. Thompson, Ernest
Hemingway.
Whatever.
It's pretty obvious to me, modern poetry sucks now. It's ruined.
Ruined by what?
Therapy, self-help books, psych meds. It's like you're not allowed to be sad anymore.
Yeah, what about the pursuit of unhappiness?
Happy people aren't interesting. They don't tell good stories. They'll tell you about their cousin's science fair project or some other shit you don't care about.
Language.
So get rid of the good poets, get rid of the people who keep you guessing. You're left with no good modern poetry.
So all poets and storytellers need to be suicidal?
It's not about what they need to be, it's what they are. Their life is their work.
Then what's the thesis?
The what?
The central message of your essay?
All great writers have suicidal thoughts. 'Cause you can't have a good story knowing there's gonna be a happy ending.
That's very nice, girls. C+.
That's it?
Decent length, but a little inaccurate and rather melodramatic.
Oh, then how many poems have you published?
Excuse me?
You graded us low because we implied you're a shitty writer. Just say it.
That's enough, Emily.
Sorry your world's too cozy for anyone to care about what you make.
This is entirely baseless. Have a seat.
You're soft, bitch. Face it.
Yeah, honestly.
Truly deep thoughts come at a much older age than 17.
Whatever. You'd probably call Bob Dylan deep.
What's really deep is voting, volunteering in your community. Have you ever thought of anyone other than yourself?
You did not say that.
Lip service, hoe. You're the type of bitch to fuck one black dude, then call yourself light-skinned.
Okay, out of bounds. I think you need to be written up.
Go ahead. Write me up. No one's gonna want to read it.
You're teenagers. You think you're any deeper than any other adult in the world?
Deeper than you, bitch. We're about that shit.
And how's that?
Watch us. You ready, Nicole?
It's honestly super humbling when the trashiest girl you know, probably coked out of her mind, says the most thoughtful thing you've heard in years.
Are we having trouble over here?
These poetry books suck ass. Can I just say the state of modern poetry sucks ass?
Remember, 4 pages.
So, can I just copy and paste modern poetry sucks ass until it fills 4 pages?
Are these books you gave us really all we're allowed to use?
Unless you're able to find some contemporary works on your own. And that's other than the rap on your iPods.
But what if it's meaningful rap?
And what's the likelihood of that? You find a stanza about drug use and misogyny? There will be no papers on the meaning of hoes in this classroom.
Not a big fan, huh?
I won't lecture you on intellectually stimulating music, but I think it's necessary to not voluntarily degrade yourself.
Uh-huh. So what if the angle is on how rap is bad?
I'm listening.
I could do a paper on this culture of rap and how it's so awful now.
That would be a new one. You can try that. Just make sure to give it real effort, even if it might disagree with some of your stances.
I'll try my best. Who knows? Studying some other opinion might change my mind.
Finally reaching these kids.
Reaching what? Is this like a movie for you?
Yeah, we're not black or Mexican or anything. You don't need to feel good about helping us.
Back to work. All right, time to start. I want to see you all in your assigned seats.
I want to see you in a wheelchair, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you, Miss Ames.
Are we finished?
Whoa, she didn't say shit.
I see we have a new student. Welcome to Remedial English. My name is Ms. Ames. What shall we call you?
Beyonce?
Okay, I'll just look it up during attendance.
Can we listen to our iPods?
Listen to what?
Does it matter?
If you're listening in class, it should serve to benefit the course in some way.
Would Wheezy benefit the course?
Yeah, and what about Kanye?
Are these rappers?
No, they're accountants.
Come on, we'll just do one earbud.
While I'm sure this music is catchy for all of you, it serves little in terms of lyrical substance. Not appropriate for English.
Then who can we listen to?
How do you feel about the Beatles?
You're such a fucking white mom, it's not even funny.
I'm sorry?
Dodge Caravan, bitch.
Yeah, so we can't listen to rap or anything?
I never said that. You just need to choose something with meaningful lyrical content. What do you think about Tupac?
I think he's dead.
Yeah, think he's dead. He could be hiding in Ecuador for all we know.
His music?
He's whatever.
Yeah, he's okay, I guess.
Okay? Socially conscious music is just okay? The lyrical content of Tupac was such an important submission of modern poetry by the African American community.
You wouldn't say any of that shit unless the Washington Post did an article on it.
Yeah, do you have Tupac on cassette or something?
Irrelevant to my point, but I say all of that as a lead-in to your next essay.
Dude, why the fuck do we have to write? I just want to watch fight videos.
An essay on the state of modern poetry. It needs to be 4 pages, double-spaced, and feature a variety of citations of proper modern poetry.
We don't read proper modern poetry.
And this assignment will force you to do so.
What about our music?
Poetic merit seldom exists with these modern rappers. The misogyny alone is sickening.
What misogyny?
A variety of things I'd rather not repeat.
Are you bad at pronouncing the slang? I might too, it's okay.
Tragic.
All right, settle down. Your papers were all interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, because they're good as shit, right?
Kyler? F.
F? I turn it in and everything.
3 paragraphs about how gay poetry is doesn't make for a comprehensive think piece.
I'll give you the stink piece, motherfucker.
How do you fail a paper in remedial English?
I didn't know we weren't allowed to tell the truth.
You're dumber than the bitches on Next.
Yeah, an MTV reality show hoes are really fucking dumb.
Emily, D.
Are you even supposed to call our grades out like this?
Just so the class knows the bar they're setting.
D and remedial, you're gonna end up on next.
And Nicole.
Uh-huh.
A.
A?
A as in A with a loud at, or like the letter?
Almost A+, if anything. I was happily surprised with the gripping prose you provided on rap music.
So like the letter.
Really? You thought it was that good?
It was excellent. The best paper I've ever received teaching these classes. The persuasive wording, direness of tone, as if you were a poetic politician wise beyond your years.
As if, right?
Literally got an A. What are you, white?
I've earned the title.
It's actually perfect timing, because next week your principal is bringing a few members of the school board to demonstrate why this program is still worth funding. With this paper, I think it'll be obvious remedial programs can still reach troubled students.
What, you're gonna, read the paper aloud?
Of course. An amateur written work like this deserves an audience. If it's okay with you, Nicole.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is an amazing idea.
Great. And I trust you'll all be here this Friday?
Let's hope.
Anyway, for today's lesson, slang, the death of the English language.
Hey, yo, we need you with the sandwich trays.
Looks like my boss needs me to set up.
School board members, if you could just line around over there for our presentation.
Yes. Before we get to the catering, we wanted to present just one of the works produced by this remedial program.
Right, and as I've come to understand, the remedial classes are up for renewal at the end of this school year. A lot of talk has gone around asking, what's the point of helping these troublemaker students?
And after hearing this paper, We think you'll see the progress that can still be made here. Nicole, would you like to read your paper to the board?
That is okay.
Well, I'd love to read it for you.
Go ahead.
Right, so this is Nicole's paper I'll be reading for all of you. When Nicole first came to us, she had a 1.1 GPA, several truancy violations, and even more in-school suspensions.
I'm all too familiar.
Look at all these sexless marriages.
At first, she didn't want anything to do with language arts. But after we exposed her to the right literature again and again, she was inspired to write this incredibly biting piece on contemporary music and poetry.
This better not take forever. I got temple at 3 o'clock.
As a teen, I've come to be disappointed with the ignorance of the broad masses about the inner nature of rappers. The lack of instinct and narrow-mindedness of our upper classes make the people an easy victim for hip-hop's campaign of lies. Lil Wayne's domination in the state seems so assured that now not only can he call himself a rapper, but he ruthlessly admits his ultimate national and political designs. A section of his genre owns itself to be a foreign people, yet even here they lie. For a while, the Zionists tried to make the rest of the world believe that...
What is this again?
Catering, please don't interrupt. The Zionists tried to make the rest of the world believe that the national consciousness of the rapper finds its satisfaction in the creation of MTV. The rappers again slyly dupe the dumb masses of...
Politics are weird. Like, really fucking weird. Like, everyone doubles down till they're eventually Hitler weird. Honestly, I just thought the school board would get her fired or something. Did not plan on the owner of a kosher deli listening in on it and calling the ADL afterward. Thanks for the heads up, Mom. Everyone involved had to go to court. Everyone. I took the stand like, I'm a kid, what do I know? And that didn't work so well. What worked better was calling the McDonald's hash browns latkes and saying uncircumcised men are disgusting, because they are. Then I was in the clear, and they went through all of Miss Ames' past, and this bitch was fucked up. In college, her thesis paper was about how interracial relationships were misogynistic against white women. You can't make this shit up. The school itself was a problem too, because every guy watches South Park, and Jew's been like the #1 insult for the last 10 years. So now Principal Lynn has a mountain of paperwork. Miss Ames is losing her teaching license, and me, I've never been more satisfied.
There's gotta be a way to get out of doing most of this.
How many times have I petitioned for palm juice in the lounge vending machine?
Miss Ames,
What is it?
me and Nicole were wondering if we could pair together for our essay.
We were?
Pair together.
Yeah, like we make it an oral presentation for class. We'll make flashcards and everything.
An oral presentation on the state of modern poetry?
Isn't poetry all about the spoken word?
I'll allow it. But just know I'll have a higher level of scrutiny since it's two of you together.
No, that's fine. Thanks.
Since when are teachers okay with switching the whole assignment?
It's remedial. They just want to see it done.
Something you two would like to share with the rest of the class?
Like what?
Actually, could we be excused to the restroom?
Since when do you ask?
Well, I just had an anxiety flashback to when Hillary Clinton lost to Obama last summer.
Oh no.
Yeah, we don't care what color he was. It's still misogynistic.
Understandable. Take all the time you need. So what brings you to community youth counseling?
Honestly, what hasn't brought me here?
Well, we need to start somewhere.
Actually, how much does this cost?
Nothing at all. It's covered by the county.
Oh, okay. And if I need a hug, are hugs extra?
Extra what? As in charging for a hug? No.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, let's start.
So how's everything going at home?
My parents got divorced like a month ago.
Divorce can be very hard.
Well, no, I'm white, I'll get over it. But it's just my dad mainly.
Is he taking it really hard?
He's taking it out on me. I get threatened every day of my life.
Threatened how, exactly, if you don't mind sharing?
He said he'll smack the pretty off my face and sell me to Borneo for a sack of rice.
Oh, that's a very 70s threat.
Yeah, and so I need to help out with the bills or he's gonna get mad and have a heart attack from some chronic heart thing he's got.
I see. Anything else with him? Other concerns?
He always wants to fuck my friends.
He what?
Well, I'm basically kinda gorgeous, so naturally my friends would be too. But he's not related to them, so it's a green light in his mind.
But your father doesn't want with you, right?
No, my dad doesn't want to fuck me. He doesn't even like hugging me, so silver lining.
Right. So then it seems the issues at home are stemming mainly from the bills?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Have you taken any steps toward a job? Had a job?
Right, so first I got a job at the diner. My friend put in a good word for me.
That's good. Anything else about this friend?
I guess she's not actually my friend. She's super fucked up on drugs, but she's cool though.
And are you on drugs at all?
Are we on the floor?
Now, I take it the diner didn't work out? What was next?
Yeah, so it didn't work out because I was discovering my new job, which made me late for the first job.
Do you like your new job?
I like the pay.
And what is it?
Like, what do I do for it?
Uh-huh.
And you can't tell anybody about what I do, right?
It's sanctioned therapy. Everything here is confidential. So what do you do for this job?
I let guys touch my feet for money.
Excuse me?
No, it's like they give me a lot of money to stand on them and kiss my toes and be nice when I talk to them.
All right.
At first, I only did it a little, but then they just kept coming and coming and coming, not on me, but to me. Like, one guy just gives me $50 every time he jerks off to me, and they all have my number and know where I live and just keep offering me more and more money to where I can't say no!
Why can't you say no?
Because the money was so good, I got used to spending, and all the bills my dad needs me to pay, and if I don't make enough money, it's gonna stress him out, and the stress will give him a heart attack and die, and if he dies, I won't afford the mortgage, and I'm gonna end up living on the street withdrawing from Adderall while losers suck at my toes!
I can see why it'd be hard to talk about this with someone.
Nobody wants me for me. Not even my best friend wants me because I'm a foot whore.
This certainly seems like a lot. How much are these men paying you to make it so necessary to stay?
It starts at like $200.
No, I meant for a regular job to not be an option. What's the monthly income?
Oh, probably like 6,000 or 7,000 a month.
What?
Is that bad?
That's twice what I get paid. Why'd you come to free counseling?
'Cause I didn't know where else to turn.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You can afford to pay it. This session is over. $80,000 a year. Unbelievable.
But he makes me pay for the Food Network.
So you've come in about this a few times now. What sort of progress can we make here?
Progress? I'm kind of just doing this to get out of class now.
Progress in regards to the relationship? How it affects your future and home life?
Oh, I'm not really sure if that's ever gonna get better at this point.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I already told you I'm caught between an abusive relationship and my dad hating me.
Why do you say that?
'Cause it's happening?
No, your father hating you?
Oh, yeah. You're not allowed to tell anyone about what I tell you here, right?
Of course I can't. That'd defeat the purpose of therapy.
And you swear you won't? Like, not even your friends to laugh about your job?
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't look like the having friends type anyway.
Your father?
I guess, like, nothing's ever good enough for him.
How so?
Like, I don't know, I'll go pick up Popeyes for the family and make sure they don't put too little gravy in the mashed potatoes, because they always do that. And I'll come home like, look, Dad, and he'll open up the chicken like, there's only 23 pieces in here, why didn't you check?
So, nagging, you would say?
It's more than nagging. If I don't graduate and go to a school he approves of, he just says I'll end up a whore.
I hope that's an exaggeration.
No, that's about as tame as I can put it.
And what do you think your father would do if he found out about this relationship you're in?
Beat the shit out of me?
And you're completely sure?
Why wouldn't he? I'd beat the shit out of me for dating this guy.
Little things like a fast food order might not paint the whole picture of his support for you.
you're saying he'd help me get out of it?
Possibly.
Knowing his priorities, he'd probably encourage it.
What would his priorities have to do with your dating life?
He'd want me to stay with him so I'd pass history.
I'm sorry?
Oh,
What would your boyfriend have to do with your grade in history?
Fuck!
You're not dating a boy to sneak answers in class, are you? Cheating on tests can lead to expulsion.
I'm dating the teacher!
What?
I'm dating Mr. Katz so I don't fail history.
This is probably not good.
Yeah, but you can't tell anyone, right? Because you can't interfere, because this is my problem. That defeats the point of therapy, right?
Sure, of course.
Better not fuck my life up, bitch!
I'm not here to hurt you.
I have to keep dating him, because if I don't, he's gonna fail me. If I get him next year, he's gonna fail me again. And if I get held back, my GPA is gonna tank, then colleges aren't gonna want me, and my dad's gonna fucking hit me! So I need to do this. I need to act like a little girl for some daddy fetish weirdo, or I'm gonna end up a worthless whore on the side of the road!
I understand this can be very tough.
What the fuck do you understand about any of this? After work, you're just gonna go home and watch Ugly Betty or some other stupid shit!
Okay, we need to discuss our coping mechanisms.
Shut up! I can cope just fine without you! Fuck this place.
Jekka?
Oh god, you again?
No need to get upset. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Bitch, you are not helping as much as you think you are.
It's in your best interest to come back and finish our talk. You shouldn't leave like that.
Why? So you can trick me into spilling my life more? I'm not some dumbass Ellen-watching bitch like you!
Let's not bring Ellen into this. You didn't do or say anything wrong.
Really?
Yes, really. Now will you come with me?
I guess.
Good. Okay. Now there's someone I need you to speak with.
What?
Is this her?
What the fuck? You told someone?
You're not in trouble. The officer just has to file a report.
No! No! This ruins everything!
We need to talk about Mr. Katz.
You said you wouldn't tell anybody!
I had to.
Yeah, I guess you had to fuck my future up too, and I'm never passing that class!
Why don't you come with us back into the counseling room?
I'm not telling you shit!
Jekka!
Can I go back to my car now?
And you did the assignment?
Well, yeah.
So why didn't you submit it on time?
'Cause Blackboard sucks actual fucking dick.
Shouldn't you clarify with your teacher that you're having technical problems before the deadline?
Shouldn't they make sure it works before they make us use it?
As a few teachers described it to me, they're having you use the online platform since colleges will be very digital by the time you get there.
I can just worry about it then. If I even make it there.
I'm sure the grading with your new history teacher will be fair.
That's what you think.
Other than that, how's it going with your new classmates?
Same as the old ones.
Is that good?
Was it ever?
Do you experience problems making new friends?
Did you really just ask me if I replaced my dead friend yet?
Do you think you could replace her?
You're making a terrible case for women in the workplace right now.
It wasn't just a turbulent day for you. The entire school was upside down with multiple problematic events. But as they say, life goes on.
For who?
Everyone.
Everyone else.
Her passing was very difficult for you.
What the fuck do you think?
It might be tricky to see it this way now, but certain tragedies don't affect everyone else the way they affect you.
So is this a therapy session for everyone else or me? Call everybody in, ask them some rhetorical questions for a salary.
What I mean is, the world revolves every day, whether you're sad or happy. Our goal here is to make sure you're happy enough to keep up with the world.
I don't want to be happy in a world that doesn't give a shit about me.
Plenty of people care about you.
Did my math teacher give a shit when Nicole killed herself? Or what about the guys asking me out the day after? 2 or 3 people cared about Nicole. Tops. That's not plenty. No one really cares about me now. Learned that the hard way.
How do you know?
I got molested by my teacher. My friend killed herself. And guess what changed? Absolutely nothing. Flowers and Target gift cards for a week, and everything's back to normal. Everyone's back to not caring. No one cares about me because no one considers how my life's gonna be different forever.
It won't be different forever.
Exactly.